A regular meeting of the City Council held in council chambers on Thursday, October 24th at 7 p.m. for purpose of transacting any and all business. Notice of this meeting was posted on October 7th, 2013 at 6:25 p.m. This meeting is being taped and is live on SATV. All councilors are present. Council President Ryan is presiding. Councilor Fury moves to dispense with the reading of the record of the previous meeting. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Ask that everyone please rise and join Councilor Prevey in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilor Fury.
Mr. President and fellow members, if I may make a point of personal privilege, each of us in our public office, we serve the city of Salem with love and service too. We all try to make a difference in the contribution. You never know where that difference in that contribution is. And one of the greatest partnerships the city of Salem has is a sister city relationship with Ota, Tokyo. And we've done that for over 22 years. I've been to Ota. I've had over 40 students from Ota from an exchange program. They come during the month of late July or early August, about 35 boys and girls, and they stay about 10 days here in Salem, school system and trips to Boston and so on. So you never know, as each of us have in public service and public office, how we can make a difference and what we do to plant a seed. And this city council, Mayor Harrington went over to Ota, Superintendent Curtin, Assistant Superintendent Solano, and I went over to Ota over the years to bridge that gap, make a partnership. And lo and behold, a young man that I had 8 years ago, we write back and forth on Christmas time and different times. He says to me during Christmas, could I come to live with you in Salem for 10 weeks and take a course in Boston to learn my English? And as some of you found out, he speaks better English than I do. There, he's just brushing up his English now. And if I may, Mr. President, introduce him.
Yes, sir.
And his name is Shu. Want to say your name, Shu?
Hi, my name is Shu.
Use the microphone.
Thank you, Joe. Want to introduce yourself? Go ahead. Start.
Hi, my name is Shu Hirabayashi. I remember I was certainly here 8 years ago, so I'm very honored to come back here. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Fury.
Play baseball?
Soccer.
He's pitching tonight. Yeah.
Watching the Red Sox now.
Public testimony. There's none. Hearings.
We have an order from Teleport Communications America, LLC, to install conduits on Kennedy Street and Holyoke Square.
Okay. Someone appearing in favor, please step to the microphone, name and address.
My name is Rick Epperson. I work with Geomar Group, LLC. We represent Teleport Communications. We're at 90 Washington Street in Dover, New Hampshire.
Okay. Just looking to install conduits on Gedney Street and Holyoke Square?
That's correct.
Okay. Any councilors have any questions? None being. Anyone else in favor?
Just, is it underground, overhead, whatever?
Yeah, it's underground conduit from the electric manhole on Gedney between the Verizon CO and 39 Norman on Holyoke Square. And then we propose to bore into the core into the building of 39 Norman. And this is to provide services for AT&T Mobility.
Thank you.
Okay. Councilor Sosnowski?
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, when do you, through you, Mr. President?
Yes.
When do you anticipate doing this work?
Well, we understand that we can't dig, until, November 1st. We'd like to have this project completed third week of November, by the third week of November. We expect this work to last, we expect that we'll be in the street for 1 to 2 days. We'll be all patched up, cleaned up, and out of here.
Well, my concern is this: in the November timeframe, being able to properly repair the street so that it doesn't become a series of potholes during the winter.
Right,
Can you
understood.
make sure that it's not just
cold patch.
Cold patch. yeah.
Understood.
Because otherwise, that's going to turn into just a long street worth of potholes.
Right, understood. Yeah, we've actually looked at a few plants. The plants are closing, or they intend to close that week of the 15th or the 20th, unless, there are other, larger jobs that are keeping them open. That's normally when the plants close.
Any further questions? Council Sosnowski?
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, this has the support of the city engineer and the city electrician, so I just want to make that statement. Thank you.
Anyone appearing opposed to the request? And being, Council Sosnowski?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the hearing be closed.
Council Sosnowski moves the hearing be closed. All those in favor? Opposed? Council Sosnowski?
Okay, I move that this matter be approved.
Council Sosnowski moves the matter be approved. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved.
Thank you.
Appointments and reappointments.
Mayor's appointment of Harry Wagg as Second Assistant Building Inspector, resident of 115 Leach Street in Salem.
Councilor Turiel?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for suspension of the rules.
Okay, any objection? None being, Councilor Turiel?
Thank you. I further move for confirmation by roll call vote.
Under discussion?
Under discussion, Mr. President, Harry Wagg is a resident of Ward 5, lives about a block down from me. He has lengthy experience in this sort of inspectional role, and we know Mr. St. Pierre can desperately use the help over there to keep up with the workload. So Tom is very happy with this choice, and so I very enthusiastically move for approval.
Thank you. Any other further comments? Okay. Councilor Turiel moves for confirmation by roll call vote. Madam City Clerk, please call the roll.
Council Turiel?
Yes.
Councilor Sosnowski?
Yes.
Councilor Siegel?
Yes.
Councilor Sargent?
Yes.
Councilor Prevey?
Yes.
Councilor McCarthy?
Yes.
Councilor Legault?
Yes.
Councilor O'Keefe?
Yes.
Councilor Fury?
Yes.
Councilor Carr?
Yes.
And Councilor Ryan?
Yes. Thank you. On the appointment of Harry Wagg as the Assistant Building Inspector, 11 councilors voting, 11 in the affirmative. The appointment carries. Councilor Turiel?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for further suspension of the rules to allow Mr. Wagg to address the council if he chooses.
Okay. Like to step to the podium if
Hello, I'm Harry. I'm excited to be here. It's been great to meet you guys this evening. Everybody has been fantastic so far. I can't think of a better place to work. And I'm excited.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, further appointments and reappointments.
Mayor's reappointment of Daniel Riccarelli to serve as a member of the Conservation Commission with a term to expire on March 1st, 2016.
Councilor Sosnowski,
Thank you. I move for confirmation by roll call vote.
on discussion.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. For those of you that don't know Dan, he's, in addition to being highly qualified to be on the Concom, he's also quite an accomplished architect. He's one of the people responsible for the restoration of the Salem jail. So I wholeheartedly endorse this nomination. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Madam City Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor Turiel?
Yes.
Councilor Sosnowski?
Yes.
Councilor Siegel?
Yes.
Councilor Sargent?
Yes.
Councilor Prevey?
Yes.
Councilor McCarthy?
Yes.
Councilor Legault?
Yes.
Councilor O'Keefe?
Yes.
Councilor Fury?
Yes.
Councilor Carr?
Yes.
Councilor Ryan?
Yes. Thank you. On the reappointment of Daniel Riccarelli as a member of Conservation Commission, 11 councilors voting, 11 in the affirmative. The appointment carries. Further appointments and reappointments.
The mayor's reappointment of Mark Snyder to serve as a constable with a term to expire on November 8th, 2016.
Councilor Sosnowski,
Thank you, Mr. President. I move this matter be received and placed on file.
all those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Communications from the mayor.
The mayor submitting a request for approval of a recommendation to reserve 10% of an estimated $400,000 in surcharge to the CPA reserve funds listed below.
Councilor Prevey.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that this matter be referred to Committee on Administration and Finance.
Okay. Under discussion.
Just briefly, every member of the council has a copy of the letter that the mayor had submitted relative to the CPA. And obviously, as part of the legislation that was passed and adopted in Salem, 10% of the funds that we get have to go to open space, park and recreation, housing, and historic items. And so obviously we have the CPA committee that has been formed. They've started their work and are moving forward. So now the council has to take a look at appropriating some of these funds, adopting these measures, and moving things forward. There's going to be a public hearing that's set for November the 12th to solicit input on the development of a community preservation plan. So through that, there'll be a process of identifying projects. The committee will work on that once public input is provided. And then once those recommendations are made by the committee, it'll come back to the council for final approval and adoption of that. So I'd ask that this go to committee just so we can hear a little bit more about how this process will work and the council's involvement. And then the next item, I believe, should go to committee as well. We'll make a recommendation for that. We'll have a committee meeting on it, bring it out for the next committee meeting, because I know the mayor had indicated that we need action to be taken on this before we set the tax rate in December. So we'll make sure that we'll do that probably in the next council meeting that we have. We'll have this completed. Thank you.
Should we co-post it with the committee of the whole, just in case other councils have questions?
Certainly, yeah, I would make that recommendation to do that.
Any further discussion on Councilor Prevy's motion to move the matter to the Committee on Administration and Finance, co-posted with the Committee of the Whole? All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further communications from the mayor.
We have an appropriation within the CPA General Unreserved Fund 2001 to the accounts listed below. CPA General Admin Expenses, CPA General Administration Stipends.
Councilor Prevy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just as the one previous, I would ask that this go to committee because it's connected to the same thing, with the exception that obviously this has to do with general administration and expenses going along with that. So I think, despite the fact the mayor submitted a letter kind of outlining how the CPA is going to work, there's not a lot of information in there about how the general administration of that is going to occur. I know some of that is also tied into the legislation that was adopted as well, providing communities the ability to do that. But I'd like to find out what the specifics of the plan are in terms of paying out those administrative costs.
You want to move that same Committee of Administration Finance, co-posted?
Co-posted with Committee of the Whole, yes.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further communications from the mayor.
We have an ordinance to amend an ordinance relative to boards, commissions, committees, and authorities by establishing a public art commission.
Councilor Sosnowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move this matter be referred to the Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs.
Discussion?
Thank you. This is probably a really good thing, but there's a lot of questions where you're referring to page this and page that 4 different times in the paragraphs here. And a lot of people have expressed concern to want to know what these paragraphs are saying in the details. So before we just say yes, and I think it's going to be a great thing for the city, don't get me wrong, we just want to know what we're saying yes to in the details of it. So with that being said, I would like to move it to the Committee on Ordinance, License, and Legal Affairs, co-posted with the Committee of the Whole.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Mayor's informational page, none. Motions, orders, and resolutions. Councilor Prevy.
Thank you, Mr. President. City of Salem and the City Council, October 24, 2013. Ordered that the year-to-date budget report dated September 30th, 2013 be referred to the Committee on Administration and Finance.
Any discussion?
None.
All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further motions, orders, and resolutions. Councilor Sosnowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. City of Salem, in the year 2013, an ordinance to amend an ordinance relative to traffic parking prohibited towing zone resident sticker. Be it ordained by the City of Council of the City of Salem as follows. Section 1, Chapter 42, Section 75, parking prohibited towing zone resident sticker is hereby amended by adding the following. Lynn Street, color, Zone C, color green, easterly side from Bridge Street to Federal Street, resident sticker parking tow zone. Section 2, this ordinance shall take effect as provided by city charter.
On discussion.
It's pretty straightforward. It's just an addition to the residence program. Thank you.
Well,
Councilor O'Keefe.
can you, I'm confused as which way it's going, easterly direction, Councilor, from Boston, easterly to Federal? How many feet? How far?
Councilor Sosnowski.
My understanding is the entire Lynn Street, all the way.
The whole straight,
The entire, yes.
from Bridge to Federal?
Correct.
From Bridge to Federal?
Yes, that's
The whole
correct.
street?
Yes.
Fine.
All right,
Thank you.
There's actually some parts of Lynn Street that are already in that category. However, there was a section that was eliminated, all right? And actually, with the ripple effect, if you will, of the closing of the parking lot, everybody's been migrating into the various neighborhoods, and this is just tightening up a little bit of the little loose ends that haven't been tightened up. There was about 3 houses on the main body that needed to be tightened up, and 2 houses a little bit further on down toward Bridge Street. Because from Andover Street back up to Federal, it had already had that, but from Andover back to Bridge, it needed this addition. And this is a request that I put in, and to protect the people down there. Okay? Does that answer your question, Counsel?
No, I'm still confused.
Counselor O'Keefe.
Now point me, from Bridge
Okay, well,
Street,
let me explain it to you. Let me try it one more time.
try it one more time.
Do you know where Lynn Street is?
Where?
Do you know where Lynn Street is?
Lynn Street,
Lynn. Yes.
L-Y-N-N, yes.
Okay. Starts on Bridge Street, it comes up, intersects with River, comes up further, intersects with Andover, comes up further, goes to Federal. From Andover to Federal, this ordinance already exists.
Yes.
This is coming back, from Andover back to River,
You
from
can see
River.
those as you go on Bridge Street, you look up and you can see those signs on the left.
That's right. So in other words, what we're doing
I
is we're
understand.
continuing that side in its entirety now. We're essentially bringing the whole street into compliance.
Attorney Carr lives on Lynn Street.
No, he does not. He lives on River Street.
Okay. Perfect. There we got a map. Fine. Thank you. Great location. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you,
Further
Counselor.
comments? All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further motions, orders, and resolutions? None. Committee reports? Counselor Sosnowski?
Thank you, Mr. President. City of Salem and City Council, October 24, 2013. The Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs, to whom was referred the matter of granting certain licenses, has considered said matter and would recommend approval. Junk dealer, I. Tukowski and Son, 18 Phillips Street, Salem.
On acceptance report, all those in favor? Adoption recommendation, under discussion?
Thank you, Mr. President. Basically, it's a simple approval of a license, that's all. Thank you.
Although, Counselor Fieri?
Well, I'd like the resolution afterwards, if I may.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Counselor Fieri?
If I may, I know that this committee is busy, as you can see that what we did tonight on this matter, the Council on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs is probably the busiest committee on the City Council with a wide agenda. And I've spoken to the chairman of the committee, Councilor Sosnowski, about the possibility on the last 2 meetings, and I'm going to ask him to see if there's any possibility of bringing the matter up out of committee, because we only have 1 full meeting in November and 1 full meeting in December, and the time is, I think the sand of time is ticking. And I was wondering if he could work on, his committee, work on the salary of the mayor and the resolution of the salary of the mayor that we worked on and put into the budget hearing, if we could bring it up before that, the end of the year, if possible.
Point of order, Mr. President.
Yes, please.
Point of order.
Get a point of personal privilege, but
No, I want to hear the point of orders first. Mr. President, would you make a ruling on the point of order, whether we can discuss this or not?
it's just a point of personal privilege. He just wanted to make the statement, so
I just
no,
want to make a statement.
Oh, okay, so,
that's it.
okay, thank
Let it go. Communications from city officials? None.
Thank you.
Petitions?
We have a request from Freemasons to change date of blood drive from December 11th, 2013 to December 17th, 2013, in the reserved parking spaces on Washington Street.
Council Sosnowski?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that this matter be granted.
Okay. Under discussion?
They do this every year. The only difference they did here is they changed the date a little bit. All right, so basically, it's a continuation of a program they've done for a few years running now, and they're going forward with that. Thank you.
All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further petitions?
We have a request from North Shore Medical Center to hold their annual Cancer Walk and Run in the use of city streets on June 22nd, 2014.
Councilor McCarthy?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that this petition be granted.
Any discussion?
Briefly, Mr. President, obviously the Cancer Walk is an ongoing event in the city of Salem for many, many years, and a lot of people have been touched by people in their lives that have cancer, and I just think it's the most, for the past bunch of years, a friend of mine has cancer, and she has a huge group, and we go out and walk it every year, and I just think it's a wonderful event for people to get together that have been touched by somebody who has this disease. It's just horrible, and they raise tons of money to a great cause to try to rid this. And you're able to go out there and walk, and you wear your team's T-shirt, and you see other teams' T-shirts, and you talk about it, and it's just a wonderful event. And I really want to thank the city of Salem for embracing this event, because it is such a wonderful event, and it's for one Sunday morning, and it's just great. And I just, wish them continued success with this event, because it just does so much good.
Thank you. Councilor Farrer.
Yes, please. One never knows. I worked in that cancer race for 15 years, and one never knows about cancer. And lo and behold, I got cancer. 2 years ago, and I had surgery for cancer, and I'm a survivor of cancer, and I worked helping that committee. So cancer has stricken many, many people in this room, your families and friends, my family, my personal self. That walk is brings us all together, Councilor McCarthy, brings the city together in a great common cause. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further petitions.
We have a list of license applications, 4 taxi operators and 1 vehicle for hire for a pedicab.
Councilor Sosnowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that these all be granted.
Okay. Any discussion?
No discussion.
All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further petitions.
We have a tag day application from the Salem Academy Charter School for January 17th, 2014, February 7th, 2014, and March 7th, 2014.
Councilor Sosnowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move these matters be referred to the Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further petitions.
We have 1 denial of a taxi operator license for a Kelvin Pena.
Councilor Sosnowski.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I move this matter be denied.
All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Unfinished business.
We have a second passage of an ordinance amending traffic, Chapter 42, Section 49, obedience to isolated stop sign, Pleasant Street.
Councilor Sosnowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for adoption for second and final passage.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further unfinished business.
We have a second passage of an ordinance amending traffic, Chapter 42, Section 75, parking prohibited, towing zone, resident sticker parking, Pratt Street.
Councilor Sosnowski.
Again, thank you, Mr. President. I move for adoption for second and final passage.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further unfinished business.
We have a second passage of an ordinance amending traffic, Chapter 42, Section 74, general towing zone, Pickman Street.
Councilor Sosnowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for I move for adoption for second and final passage.
Okay.
Mr. President. Thank
All
you.
those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further unfinished business.
We have a second passage of an ordinance amending traffic, Chapter 42, Section 74, general towing zone, Sumner Road.
Councilor O'Keefe.
Ask the City Council second and final passage of this order.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further unfinished business.
We have a second passage of an ordinance amending traffic, Chapter 42, Section 49, obedience to isolated stop sign, Sumner Road.
Councilor O'Keefe.
Mr. President, members of the council, I ask for second and final passage of this order.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? So moved. Further unfinished business.
We have a second passage of an ordinance amending traffic, Chapter 42, Section 75, parking prohibited, towing zone, resident sticker parking, Sumner Road.
Councilor O'Keefe.
Mr. President, members of the City Council, I ask respectfully ask for passage of this order.
All those in favor? Opposed? So moved.
Mr. President?
Councilor O'Keefe.
Quick point of personal privilege, if I
Yeah.
may. Unusual, I've done about 3 or 4 tonight, unusual. I think it's one that will bring us all together. I think we're very lucky to have Eileen take over this meeting tonight. How lucky the meeting went so smooth with Eileen Sackel and Cheryl LaPointe, Chief City Clerk. How lucky we are with the team. And it makes it so easy, as we did it tonight in a short meeting. Eileen, thank you very much. You did a marvelous job. Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilor O'Keefe. Councilor O'Keefe.
Council stand adjourned, Mr. President.
All those in favor? Opposed? Meeting's adjourned.
Thank you.